Hi guys, welcome back. For today's prompt, I figured it was just about time for another gratitude check-in. So our activity is going to be based around things that we are grateful to have, especially during these times. So these things can be people, it can be activities, it can be resources, whatever it is that you're thankful for or grateful for. And then what are the ways that we make sure that we're showing that we're grateful and we're not taking those things for granted. So I have a little bit of a setup for you guys, and it might look complicated, but it's not. So just take your time with it and make it as easy or as difficult as you want. So this is kind of the setup that I have. So it's completely up to you how you want your hands to be in this project. So mine are kind of holding the ball of gratitude and the ball of how I show my gratitude. If that seems too overwhelming or too complicated, you can have your hands out like this. You can have them straight, or you can not have them in there at all. That's your choice. Or you can have them coming in from the side. You can have your fingers coming in. So what I did to kind of get this was I'll come at it from the side. So I took my hand, I put it straight down on the page, and like that, so it's curved. I'll show you from all angles. Curved. Okay, and then I traced it. Okay, so if you take that shape onto your paper, you trace it around, and then from that I just added my fingers. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, or you can if you do. So I've got my thumbs on the outside and then kind of 4 fingers going down. So same thing for the other one. I had my hand like this, put it down so my wrist is straight on there, and then my hand is cupped just like that. Okay, and then I just traced that shape. And then once I did that, I grabbed a round object like a bowl. I put it in the center, traced around, and that's what got me those shapes. Okay, so I want you to take a bit of time at the start to figure out how you want your gratitude page to be laid out. Give this a shot. Again, it doesn't have to be super detailed, and it's good to challenge yourself. So if you feel like you're up for a challenge, go for it. Again, if not, you can have your fingers coming in from the outside and trace them. You can have them straight up. You can have no hands, whatever works best for you. All right, so I'll give you a bit of time now to draw that part, and you don't have to do any of the writing. That's just for when we get into things. And I will outline mine while you guys do that. So if you guys also want to outline or color in your hands, you can feel free to do that during this time as well. Okay, let's do this. All right, so if you are not done tracing your hands or doing the circle in the middle, pause the video, take as much time as you need to finish that. If you are done, then follow along. So basically, the reason why I'm doing another gratefulness check-in is because with this pandemic lasting as long as it has, and I think as long as it will continue to last, people have begun to get exhausted of the ideas and the rules and the concept of living within a pandemic. And I think a lot of us tend to forget how lucky that we have it, the resources that we do have, and the opportunities that we still have compared to other people. So I think it is important to reflect on how good things are for us. I know that everyone's situation is different, and I know that some people are struggling a lot more than others. But I think no matter what, that we all do have things that we can be grateful for during these times. And it's always a good thing to reflect on those things. It's a positive thing in our life, and it kind of brings our spirits up. So I think it's good to check in every once in a while and kind of remember, what am I grateful for now, this week that I didn't have last week, or maybe someone new came into your life, maybe a new program had opened up that was currently closed or previously closed. Any little thing that you can think of that you are grateful for is important to kind of highlight. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to think about all of those things that we are grateful for. If you have your list from before, from the last gratitude thing that we did, you're welcome to look at that, but I encourage you to think about the here and now and kind of see what might be different. If there's any new things that you're grateful for, you're welcome to draw, you're welcome to write, however you want to represent the things or the people or the programs or the acts of kindness, anything that you want to write that you are grateful to have in your life at this moment. I want you to represent that anywhere on the outside, okay? Anywhere on the outside, however it is that you did yours, whatever that external space looks like, you are going to write or draw or represent the things that you're grateful to have in your life at this moment. All right, just like usual, if you're not quite done writing down your things, that's fine. Pause the video and continue when you're ready. a few of the examples of things that I put that I am grateful for. I'm grateful for my dog, who's kept us very busy during this time when we have less to do in the public. And also for doggy daycare for when I'm working and I don't want to leave him home alone for too long. That's been super nice to have. And also I'm grateful to still be working. That's been really nice, and it's been a way to kind of have stability and structure throughout all of this, so I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for tight-knit friends who have continued to FaceTime and provide support and continue this social network that we have. I'm grateful for friendly neighbors. We have wonderful neighbors who have given our puppy tons of toys and bones, and they've just been fantastic. I'm grateful for the family time that we've been able to have, for great coworkers, and for a great partner who, what I like to call, fills my bucket. So in other words, supports me and just makes me feel good about myself. So those are some of the things that I am grateful for. And you might have some similar things, you might have some different things. Those are just things that are coming to my mind at this moment. That could change next week, it could change tomorrow, it could change 3 weeks from now. Every day is different, but I am always thankful for these things. So now, on the inside of our circle here, I want you to think about ways that you can show that you're grateful for these things. So in some ways, when you're grateful for certain people, there's ways to show that you're grateful. You can by saying thank you, by doing something nice in return, those sorts of things. But in other sense, when you're grateful for things like, for me, still being able to work, maybe I need to show that in a way where I am showing up extra for my job. I am putting everything that I have into the prompts and the classes, and I'm making sure that I'm present because I am grateful for that thing and I don't want to take advantage of it or take it for granted. But yeah, so go through all of the things that you are grateful for. And then for everything that you've written, I want you to think of a way that you can show that you're grateful. And it doesn't mean that you have to show someone else that you're grateful. It means just showing yourself that you're grateful and making it known that this is something that you appreciate, if that makes sense. So try and have one thing for every thing that you're grateful for, okay? All right, so just some examples. So for when I said that I'm grateful for tight-knit friends and their support, how can I show my gratitude? I can reach out to make sure I'm reaching out to them just as much as they're reaching out to me and offering support and checking in with them, seeing how their mental health is doing. For my puppy and doggy daycare, making sure that I'm giving my puppy lots of love, lots of dog walks, kind of all the support that he needs to grow and be healthy. And then also being very verbally thankful to the daycare staff that have remained open, making sure I'm wearing my mask and being respectful. For being working, like I was saying before, making sure that I'm present, making sure that I'm putting all of my effort into my classes and making sure that they're very purposeful. For my partner who fills my bucket, making sure that I'm doing the same for him and putting the effort in and the time in. For my friendly neighbors, being friendly in return, making conversation and being a good neighbor. For great coworkers, telling them how great they are. For any that are watching right now, you guys are wonderful and I love working with you. And for family time, just making the most of it and making sure that they know how much I appreciate spending time with them and just how grateful I am for them. So those are a few of the examples of what I put, and just ways to remind yourself to make sure others know how grateful you are for them, and to make yourself know that you have all these wonderful things in your life that you should be grateful for, and that you have the opportunity, the opportunity to be grateful for. Okay? And that's everything for today. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and I almost forgot, a huge shout out and thing that I'm very grateful for is having wonderful clients and people that are watching these YouTube videos and getting something out of them. Thank you guys for the support and for telling me the ones that you enjoyed and for sharing your pictures with me. Yeah, it's just been really great and I really enjoy doing this for you guys. So yeah, that is the last thing that I really wanted to mention that I am very grateful for. So yes, I will see you guys next time.